connection with the historical facts and the evidence that we have, because there's a lot of Bible prophecy and ones who go out there saying that they're going to tell people what Bible prophecy means, and they are not including all the relative information. Many have not included Ethiopia at all, you understand, from ancient times or modern times, and how Ethiopia has also been a victim of that great dragon, of that mystery Babylon. You understand? It's clear in fascism, it's clear in the Mussolini attack, it's clear in what happened that led up to World War II. It's clear where His Imperial Majesty and those faithful, the martyrs, you understand, the Samaritan are coming from, and were coming from in that day, in that time. And it's so interesting how many Bible scholars would totally discount the testimony of the King of Kings, as well as the testimony of the cloud of witnesses. The cloud of witnesses, those wearing the white robes. And when we look at any of the historical footage and film of that time, it becomes clear that Ethiopia is, you understand, and it was especially a biblical metaphor. So here we have Ethiopia. Here we have this Antichrist coming from Rome, fascism, you understand, which is really the ideal government of Satan, is fascism, coming from Rome, the Lateran Treaty, the wound, the deadly wound of the beast being healed, this beast which was, you understand, the Roman Empire, the revitalization of the Roman Empire. The main objective of Mussolini was to revitalize, in other words, to give life to the image of the beast, to give life to the Roman Empire. And during the same time, the deadly wound through the Lateran Treaty, you understand, where now the Pope once again becomes a sovereign. You understand? He becomes the representative for Satan. You understand? According to the Bible and according to the prophecy. So this occurred, what, around 1928 or 29? You understand? And then we have in 1930 the crowning of the King of Kings, coming from a totally different spiritual and physical lineage and heritage, coming from the biblical heritage, but being denied on in the world for no other reason except for bias and racism and discrimination. And this is the only reason, the only logical reason why so many of the Bible-based and biblical scholars, with all the good work they have done, you understand, straining their eye as they have at the gnats, you understand, to try to figure out what is to happen in the latter days and the end times, and when Christ is going to come, and who are Christ's people, and what is the history of those who are martyred for the cause. And they always, almost always, discount Ethiopia. They do not include Ethiopia's suffering for the true faith. You understand? Yet, when we begin to study the facts, we see there's more evidence that proves that Ethiopia is a very important part. It's the missing link in Bible prophecy. Ethiopia is the missing link in Bible prophecy. You understand? In world history. You understand? But mainly in the biblical prophecies of the last time. So when you hear these Bible scholars talk about that God has revealed to them what is to happen in the last days and Revelation, go listen to them. But if they do not include Ethiopia at all, you understand, in their so-called Bible prophecy, I bear witness to you, it is not the true God that has delivered it to them. You understand? It's either what they've studied and researched, it's either what they've dreamt up in their own mind, it's either what somebody else gave them, you understand, to parrot and to puppet, but it's not the full truth. It's not the full gospel. It's not according to epignosis. It's not according to full knowledge. And the word says, the logic, the logo says to us, we shall know the truth, and the truth shall set us free. Amen.